Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code DTC P0977 indicates that there is an open circuit in the shift solenoid valve B of the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017. This solenoid plays a critical role in the vehicle's transmission by controlling the hydraulic pressure necessary to shift gears. When this circuit is open, the transmission enters a fail-safe mode, restricting shifts to only first, second, or fifth gear. This restriction is a built-in safety feature designed to protect the transmission from damage due to faults. Before initiating repairs, it is imperative to record freeze data and any onboard snapshots using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, for a comprehensive analysis. The issue is strictly electrical. Mechanical problems in the transmission do not cause this DTC. To minimize the potential for future occurrences of DTC P0977, implementing a routine preventive maintenance schedule is highly recommended. This should include regular inspections of the vehicle's wiring connections, especially those leading to critical components like the shift solenoid valve B and the PCM. Wiring should be examined for any signs of wear, corrosion, or loose connections, as these factors can significantly impact electrical performance. Additionally, maintaining proper transmission fluid levels is fundamental in ensuring smooth operation and reducing wear on the internal components of the transmission. Scheduled fluid changes based on manufacturer recommendations help in preventing internal damage and prolonging component life. Overall, establishing good service practices can enhance the longevity of the vehicle and preempt many electrical problems. In conclusion, DTC P0977 indicates an open circuit in the shift solenoid valve B of the Honda Accord, which carries significant implications for transmission operation. This particular issue is confined to the electrical domain, thus necessitating careful attention to wiring and connectors rather than mechanical components. Successful troubleshooting requires following a systematic approach, from verifying DTC presence to testing individual components and circuits. Regular preventive maintenance can aid in minimizing the risk of recurrence by ensuring that key electrical connections are secure and fluid levels are maintained. Staying vigilant and proactive is crucial to safeguarding the vehicle's functionality and ensuring a smooth driving experience. DTC P0977 refers to an open circuit in shift solenoid valve B, a vital component of the automatic transmission system. This solenoid, located within the transmission assembly, controls which gears are engaged based on engine and vehicle speed. The failure of this solenoid directly impacts the transmission's ability to shift to appropriate gears, resulting in limited movement capabilities, only allowing first, second, or fifth gears. This is a built-in fail-safe operation designed to prevent catastrophic transmission failure. Identifying the exact location of the solenoid can be crucial for effective troubleshooting, as it is housed within the valve body assembly of the transmission and connected via a specific 2P connector. Understanding its role helps in diagnosing potential electrical issues effectively. The primary cause of DTC P0977 is attributed to an electrical circuit failure rather than any mechanical issue with the transmission. This failure could stem from poor connections, such as corroded or damaged terminals between the shift solenoid valve B and the powertrain control module, PCM. A malfunction in the PCM itself can also lead to this error, particularly if it fails to send or interpret signals accurately. It is crucial to understand that diagnosing this DTC focuses on the electrical pathways and connections, as there is no mechanical fault involved. Identifying these causes early in the process can enhance repair efficiency and ensure that all components involved are correctly assessed. When the DTC P0977 is present, drivers may experience several significant symptoms. The most notable issue is the inability of the transmission to shift into any gears other than first, second, or fifth, severely limiting vehicle operation. This restricted shifting is a direct result of the transmission entering fail-safe mode to prevent damage. Additionally, drivers may notice warning lights illuminated on the dashboard, indicating a problem has been detected within the transmission. Other indirect symptoms may include unresponsive gear changes or increased engine RPMs without corresponding speed changes. These symptoms should be carefully considered when conducting a thorough diagnosis to accurately pinpoint the problem. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P0977 involves performing a comprehensive verification of the problem. Begin by pressing the engine start-stop button to select the on mode, which activates the vehicle systems without starting the engine. Next, use the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to clear any existing DTCs. It is vital to clear the DTC and then start the engine in the Park P position to observe the status of any DTCs, both pending and confirmed. After at least 1 second of idling, check if P0977 is still indicated. If the DTC is confirmed as present, the failure has duplicated itself, and you will proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If the DTC is not indicated, you may be dealing with an intermittent failure, indicating that you should inspect for poor connections or loose terminals between the shift solenoid and the PCM. In the second troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to determining the failure area involving shift solenoid valve B. Begin by turning off the vehicle and disconnecting the shift solenoid valve B 2P connector to isolate the component. Next, use a jumper wire to connect terminals A and B of the 2P connector to assess the electrical circuit functionality. Terminal A is identified as the PNK wire, while terminal B connects to body ground. After making the connections, press the engine start-stop button to select the on mode again. Clear DTCs with the HDS and start the engine while holding the brake pedal. Shift the transmission into drive for at least 3 seconds before returning it to Park P. At this point, check the HDS for any new pending or confirmed DTCs, specifically looking for P0976, which indicates a short circuit. If P0976 is indicated, proceed to the next troubleshooting step. If not, move on to step 4. In this third step, the integrity of the shift solenoid valve B must be verified. Start by turning off the engine and removing the jumper wire previously connected. With the 2P connector for shift solenoid valve B disconnected, continuity must be checked between test points 1 and 2. Test point 1 is at the shift solenoid valve B 2P connector number 2, which is the black wire, and test point 2 connects to body ground. Verify continuity using a multimeter while ensuring the vehicle is in off mode. If continuity is confirmed, it indicates that the shift solenoid valve B is indeed faulty, necessitating replacement of the secondary valve body that houses this solenoid. However, if continuity does not exist, focus will need to shift towards identifying and repairing an open circuit within the power ground PG wiring connecting the PCM and body ground, or inspecting for poor body ground connections, particularly at G101. The final troubleshooting step relates to verifying the integrity of the SHB wire line. Ensure the vehicle is turned off and remove the jumper wire before proceeding. Use the HDS to jump the SCS line, putting the system into diagnostic mode. Disconnect the shift solenoid valve B 2P connector, as well as the PCM connector B51P for thorough inspection. Check for continuity between test points 1 and 2. The first test point connects to the shift solenoid valve B, 2P connector number 1, identified by a PNK wire. And the second test point is at PCM connector B, 51P number 4, also a PNK wire. If continuity exists, this confirms that the SHB wire is intact. In such a case, replacing the PCM would be the next course of action, as it likely indicates an internal fault. If no continuity is found, this warrants immediate attention to repair any open circuit in the SHB wire running between the shift solenoid valve B and the PCM, ensuring proper connections are restored. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P0977, it is crucial to perform a final verification to ensure that all systems are operating normally. Begin by conducting a test drive of the vehicle, allowing it to shift through all gears under normal driving conditions. Observe whether the transmission correctly engages all required gears, assessing its responsiveness and performance during shifts. Once the driving has been completed, recheck the system using the HDS to confirm that no persistent DTCs remain stored in the PCM. This step is essential to ensure that all repairs have been effective and that the issue has truly been resolved. A successful verification will demonstrate that the underlying electrical issues have been corrected, allowing the vehicle to operate reliably without further error codes. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.